So, as the title of the video suggests, I fired my gym trainer. And the reason behind that was, okay, see, failure I can accommodate. In fact, failure is really good. That is what I always keep preaching. कि भाई अगर आप फेल कर रहे हैं तो बहुत ही अच्छी बात है बिकॉज दैट मीन्स यू आर ट्राइंग समथिंग या फिर कुछ ऐसा हुआ जिसके लिए आप प्रिपेयर नहीं थे नाउ यू हैव एन अपॉर्चुनिटी टू बी बेटर एट इट what I'm not very comfortable with is a lack of sincerity, right? And that means failing at the same thing over and over again. And it might seem a little bit hypocritical coming from me because I personally have struggled with it as well. But now I have very low tolerance for a lack of sincerity. So just to give you some backdrop, what happened was that I wanted to discuss something with my training plans and I wanted to hop on a call with this person. Now, what ends up happening is that this person, first of all, doesn't show up the day he's supposed to show up. Then he sets up another time, right? And he doesn't show up on that time as well. And then he doesn't even give an explanation. I'm just waiting for him to text me back, why is he not here? But that doesn't happen. And that made me realize, if this person does not have the decency or the sincerity to basically reply to me about what happened, what went wrong, why he couldn't be there, even though that would have been an excuse, but at least it would have been an attempt on his part, right? So अगर ये इतना भी sincere नहीं है, then how am I so sure कि he's sincere when he's making out my workout plans or my diet plans? And that was like a switch that flipped in my head. And on top of it, I think lack of sincerity कि आपको hints मिलने लग जाते हैं थोड़े थोड़े like I could see कि जो मैंने चीज़ें बोली हैं they have not been accommodated in the meal plans and there's no explanation as to why. तो बात ये नहीं है कि जो आप चाहते थे वो नहीं हुआ, बात ये है कि उसकी कोई प्रॉपर रीजनिंग नहीं है and that just shows a lack of diligence on their part. So I think and in this phase of life we must set very high standards for ourselves and for the people that we are with, and that may the outcome of that may be that upsetting a couple of people, but that's what we have to do kahin na kahin. And we are trying to impose the same standard upon ourselves, our co-workers as well, and our employees as well, in our personal life as well as our professional life. So for example, I came short today morning as well. Last night there was some sort of an emergency and I couldn't wake up despite people calling me. So I've taken a couple of measures against it कि भाई ये ऐसा फिर से ना हो. And we are going to split test it as well कि भाई the measures that I have taken कि अगर कोई emergency में मुझे call कर रहा है then would I be able to pick it up. But this is just a due diligence on my part कि भाई ये चीज़ फिर से ना हो. So that is what is important. You will always make the mistake the first time. The second time you're making the mistake, it's a choice by that point of time. And then you have to decide, right? There's no right choice, there's no wrong choice. It's just that choices have consequences. That's it. And जो भी आप choice लेंगे उसका consequence होगा. You don't get to cry about it later कि भाई अरे ये हो गया. हाँ ऑफ कोर्स ये हो गया क्योंकि तुमने चॉइस ऐसी ली जिसने तुम्हें उस कॉन्सिक्वेंस में डाला है. सो कॉन्सिक्वेंस तुम्हें पसंद है या ना पसंद है. अगर तुम्हें कॉन्सिक्वेंस नहीं पसंद है देन बाय ऑल रैशनल मीन्स यू आर सपोज टू स्टॉप, एंड इफ यू आर नॉट स्टॉपिंग देन दैट मीन्स योर ब्रेन हैज़ बीन हाईजैक्ड कहीं ना कहीं. एंड मैं ऐसे नहीं बोल रहा कि मेरा ब्रेन हाईजैक नहीं है. देयर आर कपल ऑफ थिंग्स आई डू विच आई नो आई शुडंट बी डूइंग, एंड if I continue to do them then I will pay the price for it. But when that happens I would have no excuse कि भाई ये क्यों हो गया या फिर मेरे साथ नहीं होना चाहिए था. This is just like some food for thought कि failure is okay, lack of sincerity is not. And मुझे पता नहीं क्यों जब भी sincerity की बात आती है, 6th grade में मैं सेंट फ्रांसिस में जब था तो हमारे यहाँ एक फादर आए थे ऐसी स्पीच देने के लिए. ही इज़ द ओनली पर्सन जिसने कहा है मेरे सामने. आई डोंट नो वेदर ही गॉट इट फ्रॉम अ बुक और वेदर इट वाज समथिंग दैट ही डिस्टिल्ड ऑन हिज ओन, बट उनकी बात मुझे इतनी ज़्यादा खटकती क्या मतलब याद आती है कि वो स्टैंडिंग एंड मुझे कुछ याद नहीं उस स्पीच से, मुझे बस ये कोट याद है उनका एंड पता नहीं क्यों याद है. ही सेड कि डोंट लिव लाइफ सीरियसली, लिव इट सिंसियरली. दैट्स इट. क्योंकि ये तो ज़िंदगी तो कभी भी ख़त्म हो सकती है. लाइक वी हैड अ रफ ईयर कहीं ना कहीं इन टर्म्स ऑफ डेथ्स. बहुत सारे लोग जो हमारे आसपास थे दे आर नॉट विद अस एनीमोर. बट इफ़ यू थिंक अबाउट इट, while you are alive, how well do you think you are aligned with where you eventually want to be with? So if you die today and the question comes were you a good son, the answer would be yes, even though शायद आप घर पे कमा के ना भेज रहे हो. And the simple reason was that you were on your path to getting there कहीं ना कहीं. सो एज लॉन्ग एज यूर ऑन दैट पाथ एंड बीच में कहीं ना कहीं कुछ हिकअप आ जाता है या फेलियर आ जाता है, इट्स एक्सेप्टेबल. बट अगर आप मुझे कहें कि नहीं भाई मैं तो दिन भर बैठ के वीडियो गेम खेलता रहता था, या फिर आई डिड नॉट केयर अबाउट द फैमिली एट ऑल, एंड I mean, you know the answer here. So, as much as you may be upset by what I'm saying, I am scared by what I'm saying. Because that sets standards for myself as well, which means failure is easier. And nobody wants to fail. I specifically do not want to fail repeatedly क्योंकि वो तो मुझे बहुत ही गंदा लगता है. But yeah, we are trying, and I hope if you watch this video, it perhaps teaches you or tells you or gives you that final push that you needed to perhaps set a higher standard for yourself. Cheers.